Food preservation. This is the process of treating food to stop or slow down food decay and deterioration. Causes of food decay. Food spoilage and decay is brought about by bacteria, fungi, enzymes, and oxidation. Bacteria. These are single-celled microorganisms that multiply rapidly under warm and moist conditions. Fungi. These include the yeasts and molds. They thrive under warm and moist conditions. Enzymes. They are organic catalysts that speed up rate of reaction. They are responsible for ripening of fruits and decay of fruits, vegetables, and meat. Oxidation. This is a reaction in which oxygen is added to a substance. This brings about the change, especially in color. Traditional methods. These include salting, smoking, sun-drying, and fermentation. Salting. This is the use of high concentration of salt which draws water from the food. This makes the conditions unfavorable for the thriving of microorganisms. Smoking. This is a method of using smoke from burning firewood. The food is placed on a rack above the fireplace. The heat partly dries the food and the smoke coats it, providing a protective layer. Examples of food which are smoked include fish, meat, and maize on the cob. Sun drying. Drying removes moisture from food, hence depriving microorganisms the moisture required for survival. The food is spread on a surface under direct sunshine and is occasionally turned for complete drying. For example, grains, omena or dagaa, meat, and some tubers. Fermentation. This is the process of using yeast or healthy bacteria. Yeast ferments to produce alcohol. Healthy bacteria found in milk changes lactose into lactic acid. This acidity makes the conditions unsuitable for growth of harmful microorganisms. Examples of foods which are fermented are porridge and milk. Modern methods. These include refrigeration and freezing, canning and bottling, pasteurization, use of additives, and irradiation. Modern methods. These include refrigeration and freezing. This involves the use of low temperatures which slow down or inactivates the action of microorganisms. In refrigeration, the food is chilled, while in freezing, there is formation of ice which solidifies the food. Canning and bottling. The food to be canned or bottled is put in sterilized heat-resistant containers. It is heated to kill microorganisms and drive out air from the jar or can. The food is then sealed and a vacuum is created as it cools. The vacuum seal prevents the re-entry of air which may contain microorganisms. Pasteurization. This is the process of heating food, for example, milk, to a specific high temperature for a definite length of time, usually in seconds. It is then cooled immediately for storage. The high temperature destroys the microorganisms. Use of additives. These are either natural or chemical substances added to food to destroy or inhibit the action of microorganisms. They include sugar, vinegar, benzoic acid, sulfur dioxide, and carbon 4 oxide. Click to view foods preserved using the additive. Irradiation. This is the exposure of food to gamma rays. The treatment kills molds, bacteria, and insects. It also reduces the ripening and spoilage of fruits. Some of the foods that are irradiated are spices and condiments.